Alright, here we're going. Hello everyone, this is Arafellin playing 7 Cities of Gold for the Atari 8-bit systems. We started a new adventure on Journeyman difficulty, and it was a bit of a rough awakening after being used to Novice. I'm used to food hanging out up much longer, not as many bad things happening, and perhaps most importantly of all, native towns and villages being much easier to find. It looks as though in Journeyman, basically you need to either stumble into them or have a native guide already with you to point them out. So, switch to the game disc. Is this one? Option to resume. It's F4. It looks like the save saved properly, so that's good. Just take a quick look in home to make sure everything's where I expect it to be. Yep, that looks right. So basically, the first outing, I sailed due west from the port, came to somewhere around here, stumbled across the village, then left and decided to try sailing around the landmass. That did not go well. I ran out of food and couldn't find anyone to trade with. But it looks like it's a pretty sizable landmass. I think I got around somewhere around this far before wiping out. And all of that does not get recorded on the map because the expedition was lost. The report never makes it back to the home port, and that exploration is just gone. As far as the game is concerned. I do know, because I actually traveled there, that there is a sizable landmass. But other than that, yeah, let's grab some more food. Okay, we're up to 1498. I think you start in 1492, so that's 6 years gone by and not much has actually happened. Well, not much progress has actually happened. One thing I need to remember to be careful of is do not sail in shallow water. In novice difficulty, all it seemed to do was slow me down, which is not good, but in Journeyman, it looks like there's a pretty high chance for your ships to wreck. If your ship wrecks, then your capacity for carrying men goods, food, gold drops. And if you're taking if your new capacity is below what you currently are carrying, then some of what you have on land is just lost. Although I suppose if you're being cynical and not particularly humane, you could drop a landing party ashore and just leave them there with no supplies. Okay, so this is in the area where I was before. I think, was this the... I'm pretty sure there were several villages that volunteered to become missions. I think this was one of them, wasn't it? But it doesn't look like that stuck. It looks like there's no point in carrying just 1 week of food. I have already been here, so trying to amaze the natives won't work. The best I can do is to try not to run into them too much. Awfully demanding. Let's get a bit of gold because they're going to want that back at home port, but mostly food. Pause for a moment, see if they say anything about a gold mine. Looks like not. Oh yeah, let's keep going south. Maybe far enough inland to fill in that walk. Randomly lost a man there. Okay, I probably haven't been here yet, because this looks like it's on a block of the map I've not yet been to. And indeed, this is a new village. Okay, so remember, for 3 huts, the blue ones are northeast, southwest, and the brown ones are northwest, southeast. Fill up on food. Gold mine. To the north somewhere. South. So it's probably a little to the either east or west. North. They're just messing with me at this point. South. North. East. There is a gold mine around here somewhere. The problem is finding it. Seriously? There it is. Let's load up on gold then. That is what gold mines are for. Okay, the map or the ship was to the northeast, I believe. It's kind of ridiculous how much food I've burned through already. Okay, which way was it? Over here. Yes, I know. That's why I'm trading for more. Or hope to trade for more. Get that one alright. Oh, I guess I'm carrying too much goods. Alright, put some in the back. Yeah, if I want to trade for food, I need to have enough carrying capacity to carry the food. Okay, near the northeast corner of the village. Wish they wouldn't crowd around so much, because that keeps happening. Regardless, things go much more smoothly on Novice. How greedy can you get? Okay, 14 weeks of food, which is already down to 13, because apparently just entering or leaving a village can cost you food. Let's see, were there more villages down this way? There should be, but it's a matter of finding them. Okay, there's one here. Let's try a little further down the coast. So ideally, you want your trading post to be by the water. Ah, there's one. So I'll sail the ship down towards here and try and proceed from this. Okay, way to go more west. Have I been to this village? Apparently not. It would be nice if they'd show up in a different color or something if you've already been there. And this is a limited color system, but even so, there is more flexibility than it's using. Okay, which way was it? I think it's further north. Yep. And make sure not to get too close to land except when actually dropping expedition off. I think the village I saw earlier was around here. Yep. I do wish you could zoom out a little more. But I suspect not being able to is part of the point. Alright, let's keep the shoreline in sight. Here's a river that goes in two directions. That's interesting. We'll go north first. We're getting some discoveries. That's kind of nice, I suppose. There's a larger town. Down here. Since this is a larger town, that gives you more bearers and you can carry more. So this will be a useful stopping Or, yeah. Useful waypoint for future expeditions. There's a fourth hung for Icon Town. And another one up here. Let's go up and explore those two tiles. Okay, where's the chief? West. The nice thing about coming in on the corner, whether you do it on purpose or not, or even if you can do it on purpose, is that you know immediately which way to go to get to the middle. Okay, no mention of gold mines nearby. Yeah, like this. Don't run into me. Ah, I'm out of goods. There's that lake we saw earlier. And there, all filled in. Let's get back to the river to travel faster. And also because it makes a good landmark. Okay, remember that's there. So let's take the ship over to the mouth of the river. Apparently that counts as 2 discoveries because it's 2 rivers. See if I can make it to the village before... No. I'm taking too long. Wait, what's the village back down there? No, this is the one I was looking for. So yeah, I definitely should have brought more food. Or any food, really. The bring only goods strategy does not work well unless you can get to a village immediately. Swamp is not friendly terrain. Okay, there's a village down there. There's one up here. And that river did not go terribly far. Alright, let's fill in a little more of the map. Alright, this I think is the village I saw. No, this is the one I saw from the northern branch of the river. There was one by the southern river I said I'd come back to. This one? I think so. Alright, let's go south a bit. I'm not sure what the men have panicked mean, but it doesn't sound good. It also keeps interrupting. Okay, there's the coastline. And no sign of any other villages down that way so far. Let's try going a bit further that way. Hope to find another coastal town I can trade with. That was good. So I think I'll leave it for now, come back and trade from the ship. As long as I remember the terrain nearby, it won't matter if it doesn't actually display. Good, where's home? Ah, we have a major city. And because of that, they give a sizable number of uh, helpers to carry stuff. And will also direct you towards the capital, which is somewhere to the west. They're not friendly. I think I need to be a little more careful of my manpower. I'm down to 14. $13. Yeah, I should probably get back to the boat. Should be more or less due east. I just need to find the river. Oh, this is not a new town. There's the river. Okay, I'm getting dangerously low on manpower. I'm not sure what that does beyond limit your ability to carry things on land, but I'm pretty sure being almost out of people is not helpful. On the plus side, with fewer people, the food lasts a lot longer. Okay, am I further south than I think I am? Yeah. I was going to stop by the town here. And since I'm heading back to port anyway, I might as well go for the gold. Let's head southeast, see if I bump into something. Ah, more land. Get away from the land. I don't want a shipwreck. we're down to 10 men. That's probably not a good thing. Although, again, that does make the food last longer. Okay, so this looks like another fairly sizable landmass. I'm pretty sure I sailed far enough around the northern one to determine that they're not connected. But yeah, there's definitely something big here. And it's going back to the west. I think for now I'll put my curiosity on hold and return to port. We're down to 9 men. And it looks like it takes your food display a bit to update. We're at the equator. And back to port. Let's check in with the palace first. Okay, so not so good for a rating. Probably because I haven't actually explored all that much. That looks pretty good. I'll go save. Option. And see how the map looks. Okay, so that's definitely more filled in on the northern continent, and a bit of an outline of the southern continent down there. There's also that island off to the northeast, which I think had one small village on it, but it didn't seem to be terribly important. And yeah, I did have missions set up, but they don't seem to have stuck, so I still don't understand how those work. Uh, There's probably something I'm missing. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here for now. So, this has been Arif Ellen playing Seven Cities of Gold on Journeyman difficulty and struggling a lot with food, and also losing a lot of men surprisingly quickly. Come back next week and we'll keep exploring. I'm not sure if I'll keep going along the edge of the northern coastline or continent, exploring more of that, or if I'll start looking more to the southern one. So we'll find out then.